Space gets all the attention for being terrifying, but what if I told you the ocean is way scarier? We've mapped the surface of Mars more clearly than we've mapped our own oceans, and the things we've found underwater are stranger, darker, and more dangerous than anything floating out in space. Today, we're diving into the most disturbing facts that prove the ocean is scarier than space. First up, it's all about the unknown. Here's the first terrifying truth. We've explored less than 5% of our oceans. Think about that. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do about what's under us right now. Every time scientists send cameras deeper, they find new species. That means there could be entire ecosystems we haven't even dreamed of. And then, there's the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean. The pressure down there is so crushing, it's the equivalent of 50 jumbo jets sitting on your back. Yet life still survives there. That's more alien than aliens. But wait, there's more. About 95% of the ocean is unexplored. So how can we be sure we haven't missed something huge? Something like, I don't know, giant squid that could swallow a whole person? Well, we haven't. We've only explored 5% of our oceans. Now let's talk about the second reason why the ocean is scarier than space. The strangest creatures. Deep sea creatures look like they came straight out of a horror movie. Take the anglerfish. It lures prey with a glowing light, then snaps its jaws shut faster than you can blink. Or the gulper eel, which can unhinge its jaw to swallow prey larger than itself. And the vampire squid? It literally turns itself inside out when threatened. If we saw these things in space, people would call them monsters. But they're already here, living just beneath our feet. The anglerfish is one of the creepiest-looking creatures in the ocean. You'd think that with such a gruesome appearance, it would be really rare? Not quite. They're actually everywhere. These fish live all over the world, and they come in different shapes and sizes. Anglerfish are often seen as solitary creatures, but occasionally they get together and form groups called schools, and this is when they become even more creepy. Just imagine swimming in the ocean, and suddenly you're surrounded by hundreds of these bizarre-looking fish. They're everywhere around you, their glowing lights illuminating the darkness. It's a scene that would make anyone's blood run cold. Now, let's meet the gulper eel. This eel has a big secret. Its mouth can open incredibly wide, allowing it to eat prey much larger than itself. Yep, you heard that right. A snake that swallows things bigger than itself. Now imagine you're taking a dip in the ocean and you feel something brush against your leg. You look down and see a massive snake with sharp teeth staring back at you. Before you can react, it strikes and swallows you whole. Don't try to kick it. The gulper eel has no bones in its body, making it nearly impossible to harm. Your screams echo through the water as you're pulled deeper and deeper into the darkness. Okay, let's take a closer look at the vampire squid. It gets its name from its blood-red eyes and the fact that it feeds on dead animals. But that's not the scary part. Wait till we tell you about its unique ability to turn itself inside out. That's right. This squid has a secret weapon that it uses when it feels threatened. It basically plays dead and flips itself upside down, exposing its white underbelly. To confuse predators, imagine you're exploring the ocean floor and you spot what looks like a dead squid. You reach out to examine it and suddenly it turns itself inside out and lunges at you. Yikes. All right, now let's move on to the third reason the ocean is scarier than space, the sounds of the deep. In 1997, scientists recorded the Bloop. A sound so loud, it was picked up by sensors more than 3,000 miles apart. For years, nobody knew what made it, and many believed it came from a creature larger than anything ever discovered. The official explanation, ice cracking. But not everyone is convinced. There are dozens of other mysterious underwater sounds, some still unexplained. It's like someone tapping on the hull of your ship just as you drift off to sleep, or the unsettling creak of the old wooden pier. These sounds evoke a sense of unease and remind us that even in the darkest depths of the ocean, there is life. The ocean is full of strange and unsettling noises that can make even the bravest sailor shiver. From the haunting call of whales to the eerie clicks and whistles of dolphins, these sounds can be heard throughout the water. And while some may argue that the vastness of space is much scarier than the ocean, it's hard to deny that the sounds of the deep sea are truly terrifying. Imagine being alone in a small boat in the middle of the ocean at night. The wind is howling, the waves are crashing, and suddenly you hear a loud, strange noise coming from the depths below. You try to rationalize it away, but the sound keeps getting louder and closer. Is it a whale, a dolphin, or something more sinister? The ocean is full of strange and unsettling sounds that can make even the bravest soul feel uneasy. The fourth reason the ocean is scarier than space: underwater killers. The ocean isn't just creepy, it's deadly. Rogue waves, sometimes as tall as 100 feet, have appeared out of nowhere and swallowed entire ships. And then there are tsunamis, massive walls of water triggered by earthquakes beneath the sea, destroying entire coastlines in minutes. That's not science fiction, that's history. Even calm-looking waters can hide rip currents strong enough to drag you miles out to sea in minutes. But the ocean isn't just a force of nature. It's also home to some of the most dangerous creatures on the planet. Sharks, jellyfish, poisonous algae, and other marine life can cause serious injury or even death. Plus, there's the ever-present threat of drowning. No matter how good a swimmer you are, the ocean is unforgiving and can take you down in seconds. Even the biggest and strongest ships aren't safe in the ocean. Storms can brew quickly and turn the once calm waters into a raging sea that can capsize even the mightiest vessel. Imagine being trapped on a sinking ship with nothing but the churning waters of the ocean around you. The fifth and final reason the ocean is scarier than space: the big payoff. But the scariest part, the ocean is hiding things we may never understand. Giant squids, once thought to be myths, are real. Megalodon, the largest shark that ever lived, might be extinct. Or maybe it isn't. And at the very bottom of the ocean, where light has never touched, there could be creatures beyond imagination, just waiting to be discovered. We've all heard stories of gigantic squids lurking in the depths of the ocean, just waiting to wrap their tentacles around unsuspecting swimmers. While these tales may seem like the stuff of nightmares, the truth is that giant squid are real, and they're even more terrifying than you might imagine. These colossal creatures can grow up to 43 feet long with massive eyes and powerful tentacles. And although they're not exactly common, there have been sightings of giant squid all over the world. Imagine stumbling upon one of these massive beasts while on a solo dive. The sheer size and strength of the squid would be overwhelming, and the chances of survival slim to none. Megalodon, the largest shark that ever lived. This massive predator had a bite force stronger than any other animal that has ever existed. It was a true monster of the ocean, and its reign was one of terror and destruction. Some believe that the megalodon is still out there swimming in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. It's just managed to avoid detection by humans. Others believe that the megalodon is nothing more than a myth, a legend that has been passed down through generations of sailors and fishermen. But what if the truth lies somewhere in between? What if the megalodon is still out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for its next meal? And finally, there are the creatures that dwell in the deepest depths of the ocean, where sunlight can't reach. These are the places where the water is the coldest and the pressure is the greatest. Many of these creatures are unlike anything you could ever imagine. Some are bioluminescent, glowing in the darkness like tiny stars. Others have massive teeth and eyes, perfectly adapted for hunting in the dark. There are creatures that live near the bottom of the ocean, scavenging for food in the dark, murky water. They're often the ones that wash up on shore after a storm, leaving beachgoers both fascinated and horrified by what they find. Space may be vast, but the ocean is right here, underneath us, and it's full of secrets. So is the ocean scarier than space? Honestly, I think it is. Because we don't have to look to the stars to find the unknown. It's already under us, waiting. Now it's your turn. Which one of these ocean facts freaked you out the most? Let me know in the comments.